Right from the start, I realized that this was a lot deeper than just dating coaching. So Sandy is not just a dating coach. She took a lot of time learning who I am and how I operate, what my patterns are and what my vulnerabilities are. It's much more focused than therapy. And she's a lot more directive, which is good and which I need it. She makes a lot of direct observations, which I had never had in therapy very much. Therapists tend to kind of let you try to figure it out. Sandy is much more, gives me great ideas of things to try and makes observations that have been very intuitive. I've been really pleased with what I've learned. And, one of the things that she identified right away is that I had boundary issues. And I really didn't understand how I was doing that when I was dating, but I was, just kind of going along with the flow and what the guy wanted. And he set the pace. And I really didn't ever set my own pace. I didn't ever kind of say, this is what I would like. And so she helped me identify that I've been doing that all my life. So of course I was bringing that to my dating. And that was really helpful. And also that I had kind of unhealed wounds from my dad not being around when I was younger and how that was showing up in my relationships. So I had all that in place before we ever created a profile for me. I felt a lot more grounded and a lot more confident about doing that because I kind of had an idea of how I was going to approach it differently. So I had a pretty good understanding of what I had done in the past that did not work for me. So I look forward to our calls every week a lot because I can get, doing it on your own. When I did it on my own, I would kind of have a lot of negative reactions during the week and things that guys did. And Sandy has just supported me so well and encouraged me and, really kind of brought me back to myself so that I usually hang up feeling much more hopeful and encouraged about going back out there. I've had several friends, that I talk to about all this online dating, and I have a couple that do it with me. And I've even had them tell me that, that I seem very different this time, that I seem a lot less anxious, that my whole approach is a lot more positive. And that's, I think, because I have Sandy's support. That's what I have to share.